How the blarney folk are ya? How ya fine folks doing out there? Fuck, this was a good day. Fox joins me on the mic with the boys from the Riddims, High Desert Reggae experts in this episode, on location at PD's and at band practice in Albuquerque, New Mexico. You think you pregame like a boss? ... The Riddims are a collection of a multi-talented, true New Mexico reggae musician collaborative with their heart in the sound and in the scene. They just came off their first tour and about to start another one, as well as finishing a new album, all while only having been together as a unit with this lineup for less than a year. These stories are truly remarkable. You can find their music anywhere you stream music: Spotify, Google Music, iTunes, and their shows at theriddims.com. That's TheRiddims.com. And at Facebook.com/theriddims. These dudes are some bad mofos, and I know you guys are going to love this one. Please enjoy. We are a Perch of Birds. We're people pursuing greatness, and we're here to bring those stories of other people pursuing greatness to you. Find us at perchofbirds.com. Click subscribe and do it. And if you like what we have to say and what our guests have to say, show us some love. Give us a review on iTunes. It really helps us out. If you like what we're doing, you like pursuing greatness with us, we are people pursuing that greatness. And if you want to help us get there, bring more guests on here, get better equipment, because we could definitely and always use better equipment. But if you want to help us get better equipment, better website, all of the above, please visit us on patreon.com/APOB media. We're going to get you guys some exclusive merchandise, especially for the first few people that subscribe. We won't forget about you. We're also going to get you exclusive video content from the musicians that we work with. And we're also going to get you guys some discounts to some of the top websites that you guys would peruse. If you want to go ahead and join us, that's patreon.com/APOB media. All right, you guys have a good one. Be safe, be happy, be festive, and listen to podcast. Podcast on, man. Welcome to Perch of Birds. We got our boys, the Riddims, on the podcast. Fellas, say what's up.
What's up, yo?
Yeah. We're talking music. We're talking life. We're talking New Mexico, Albuquerque scene when it comes to music. So, what are you guys up to? What's the Riddims all about nowadays? You guys had an EP that came out. I seen that. That was what we were talking about. But I hear that there's more in the works. The Mastery.
There's an album in the works right now. We just released our first single off of it called These Vibes with our friend Gary Dreff from The Movement.
Yeah, and that's on iTunes, Google Music?
Yeah, and Spotify and YouTube.
Spotify. And then we can mostly find you guys where? Where's the place you guys like to?
I'd probably say Spotify. That's what I use.
Spotify?
I always tell people to go Spotify.
And YouTube, because everyone uses YouTube.
Right.
You can find our music video, all kinds of stuff on there.
So you guys, when you guys do this stuff, you guys are talking mostly local venues that you guys play. Is that where you guys feel like a lot of your fan base comes from? Is Albuquerque?
Yeah.
Straight across?
Majority,
Yeah. So when you guys went on your first tour, that was your first tour, you guys just came back from Cali, right?
Yeah.
Did you guys pick up fans there, you think? You guys feel like
definitely.
you made
We hit up the last when we were headed back.
Yeah. So when you went on tour, who were you guys with? Who was the... I know that there was
Idle Vibes.
Idle Vibes?
Yeah.
Okay, and they were the headliners, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they were super cool guys.
Awesome. Our boys, Idle Vibes.
So just you and those guys. Just the two.
Yeah. We had a few shows. We had like one or two shows where there's a couple of other bands.
Okay. Like locals that were like...
locals filling in.
Yeah. Our boys Two Piece, we hooked up with in Salinas.
Yeah, everybody's too.
At Casa Sorrento. That was really fun.
Nice.
So when you guys pick up these shows, are you guys usually is it known already who's going to go first? Like that's like the thing, right? Like you already know this is our tour or something like that. Is that how?
Mostly.
Yeah, they invited us on that one,
So
they invited us to be their direct support for that album or for that tour because they're trying to get some fan base going so that when they release this album that they just are planning on releasing, that they'd have a little bit more people, wanting to listen to it. So they needed an opening band for that tour. And we brought them out here to Low Spirits with Raj Roots and Ayaterra and stuff, and we gave them a good show. So their manager Rudy hit us up and was like, we've done for a few bands here who come into town, we let them stay at our crib, hook them up with some weed or whatever, give them a show. So they thought, we should repay these guys and hook them up with a tour. So it was really nice. They had already all the dates booked they had everything already ready to go. They just were like, hey man, we have all this stuff and we just want you guys
Just
to
jump
tag
on,
along.
dude.
Yeah.
That's really
So
cool.
we're like, awesome. Yeah, it's a huge opportunity.
So would you say you guys are some of the few, or if the only ones that have been invited like that out of New Mexico that you know of? Like, I remember we were talking about that. Like, not too many people are going on tours, making it, right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't really know too much.
This is not in the reggae scene particularly, because there's other local bands that tour, but it's
And
a
this
whole
is
different
fairly
scene.
new, so it's
Yeah.
cool that we had the opportunity to just get out there right now.
Yeah, truly, for sure.
Before we get too deep, I want to ask you guys what or who or what's with Riddims? What is that? Explain that to us.
So we got together 2013. We were just, me and this guy were in a band before. It was a metal band. It kind of went sour. We were on hiatus for about a year, and I knew this our other drummer, our percussionist and stuff. He helps manage a little bit. His name's Chris Cruz. He's in this
Is he
band.
cruise? Is
Chris
he
Cruz.
Does he like to cruise though?
Yeah, he likes to he's a cruiser, yeah. But we were just jamming around. Our friend Mike from the Big Spank, we know him mutually through some friends. He had a show coming up, and he was like, hey, I heard you guys are jamming again. If you guys want to jump on the show. And we were like, shit, man, we just have a couple guitars and this not even a drum set. Like, but I don't know what, because I'll just do it. We were aching for a show, so at that time we were like, fuck it. We got a couple other friends, wrote about 6 songs, and we were just trying to decide names.
It just came out of the hat though to go straight to reggae though. Like you guys
No,
just
not
started.
really, honestly, to be real, we were just kind of playing.
Metal.
That's what I was gonna say, because like you guys went from like metal straight over to reggae. How do you make that leap? You know?
Well, like I always enjoyed reggae, you know what I mean? But there's not really a lot of people who are like, hey, let's, at least in Albuquerque, who are like, hey, let's jam some reggae musicians, you know?
Sure.
There's a lot of metal heads, a lot of, and people like that rap, so it's easy to get into that scene, which we did, and I love metal too, death metal and stuff. But I always love, and on the side, I would have like little songs I would write just for my own, enjoyment or whatever. And then I started jamming with these guys, and we didn't really intend to be a reggae band. That's just how the songs kind of came out, I guess.
But they're heartfelt, dog. Those sound good, man.
man.
I hear some Sublime kind of rootsy stuff, guys. Like it's a very, especially the way that the kind of I like the rebel side of it. You know what I mean? Like that still kind of keeps it punkish, which I think that's there's a lot of like roots reggae, right? Which would be the more like stick figure kind of stuff. But you guys kind of play the toe the line. I think I like that. I like that about your sound.
When I first heard the vocals too, it kind of really reminded me of Social D too. Like kind of hear like that voice, the voice kind of feeling too, man. It was really cool. So the Riddims was just something you came up with. That's not necessarily.
Well, we all kind of like had a vote at the time. We had some other members. Me and this guy were a part of the original crew, me and Donovan. These 3 dudes came along about a year ago after we lost some members. But during that time, we had our bass player, Tanner, and our other sax player, Padino, and then our guy, Chris Cruz. And we all kind of were just throwing out names, like silly names. We needed a name to give the launch pad to put on the flyer in like a day or two. So Chris Cruz is actually the one who came up with the Riddims because... like we said, we're like, I guess we kind of have a reggae vibe because that's what people were associating us with, kind of. So, rhythm, I think, is just like a Jamaican way, or like
it's like the Jamaican slang for rhythm.
Pretty much. And a lot of like reggae music, there's like rhythm jockeys who just make reggae music that a lot of DJs will spit over, or you know what I mean, stuff like that. So. We just were like, all right, cool. I mean, I guess the general consensus at that time was the Riddims. We weren't really too concerned about the name. I was just stoked to get on stage again. So we were just like, call us whatever, let's get out there. And it just stuck. That's just what we've been known with, and that's just kind of what stuck.
Well, that totally fits, man. Especially with you guys' sound. That's cool.
It reminded me of the word Irie because when I first started getting into reggae, I just kept hearing, "Oh, we're so Irie and Irie this and Irie that," and I was like, what the fuck does that mean? What the fuck does that mean? So when I finally looked into it, and it was like I found the true meaning. I mean, it can hold several meanings, really. Mm-hmm. I heard that that's what you're naming your little girl.
My daughter. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I didn't know that. That's cool, man.
Yeah. I was just telling them that the last guy we had in our podcast is a little boy. His name was Irie.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah. So that's cool that I mean, he's a rapper, but he likes reggae too. So it's cool, like. People are kind of seeing that.
Yeah, and sometimes
kind of catching into the culture.
Yeah,
we mix some rap. We have some homies, Wake South, we're working with, and Defy, and they come on stage with us and they rap about.
That's cool.
That's cool.
We draw our sound from all kinds of music, so I guess it just seems to come out with a reggae vibe,
Oh yeah, totally.
It's got a reggae influence, but it's
all the weed.
It's not necessarily.
right.
I think on you guys' song is it Jam All Day or
Jamming Always?
Yeah, Jam Always. It was just it's kind of like mellow, and all of a sudden it's just like boom, like the jam comes out like the guitar, and you just hear it ripping, and And that was really cool, like little. Kind of reminded me like Expendables.
Thanks, man.
I have to just bust out right with it.
It's kind of our motto. We just kind of like to let everything hang out.
That's awesome.
I think with music, I think we all like in this band agree that if you kind of try and make it something, or you have you have to have a focus, I guess, pointed focus. But in the end, it's just homies. We're all just 5 friends that just get together, and we all love to jam, so we all just get together and jam, and people want to hear it, so we just kind of keep letting it all hang out.
So what's like a writing process? You guys said you had to write some songs for your new album coming out, which you guys are going to publish. Like, this is going to be mastered, and it's not necessarily an EP. Like, this is your guys' gold, album. Right? Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
So what? How do you guys get into like the mindset? Beyond the obvious things, like a little herbal, yeah.
Speaking of which,
just smoke 2 ounces.
Sometimes we all come with stuff on the side. Like a lot of these guys will come with chord progressions. I'll have a chord progression or whatever.
Just write bass lines on the spot.
Yeah, we just kind of jam. Sometimes I'll have something. I'll be like, I was kind of jamming the other night. It's something like this. Yeah. And I thought the lyrics could go maybe this way. And then everyone's like, all right, cool. What about this? And we all just kind of light one up and just let it all hang out. Just see what comes out and
jam for 20, 30 minutes.
That's cool.
That's where good.
That's how the best music's written. Though, is just jamming, man.
Just kind of let it all go.
What I thought was cool about band dynamics is the singer, predominantly, mostly, because it's coming up with the lyrics to the song, right? So a lot of people help with that process too. But as bandmates, you guys feel like you guys buy into his lyrics and what the song's about, and you feel like that process is is more complicated, or is it just this fits the song, this fits the jam, we're gonna roll with it?
Just depends. Like last time, actually, this dude, we were writing a song, and then he's like, "Hold up, let's take a smoke break. Let me write some lyrics." So we just jam it.
Typically, it starts with like a chord progression. Like we'll start with a fill, like a little run.
But there's every one time we're like, bro, you're talking some weird shit. You can't put that on our sound.
Surprisingly, no. Sometimes it just flows. There's a lot of times where on our own we'll write stuff. I'll have something maybe that I wrote on the side just for, whenever I'm jamming by myself and I kind of have a hair in my ass and I just write something down. That's happened the last time. Usually. Yeah. Or so she'll be like, oh, cool, man, this fits, Or like we'll all be jamming and be like, damn, these chords sound dope. And something will just kind of spark.
Sure.
Like you kind of hear the chords and the way the music sounds and however that music makes us feel. That's kind of what just comes out, because we all have our opinions and emotions about subjects. So
morals, the whole bit,
it kind of taps on different things inside of you that you're like, maybe that one.
But you guys are probably all like-minded. It seems like it, bro. So that's cool.
Pretty close to it.
Our main goal, we just want to jam. We're just talking about playing music.
That's cool.
Yeah, just blessed to be here and play music. And
we're listening to your song Marihuana. You're singing Spanish too. So you speak Spanish fluently, or?
My first language was Spanish when I was younger, and then I don't really speak it too fluently anymore. Pretty much. Everyone here kind of. It's like
honestly, none of us are very well versed in
But if you're from Mexico, you better know a little bit.
Yeah,
that shit was correct though.
Obviously, a lot of people who would come from like Michigan or something would be like, I know no lyrics and wouldn't even know what like casa means or something. Everyone from New Mexico, you halfway speak it anyway. I grew up. None of my relatives on my dad's side speak any English.
Right.
But I can understand everything they're saying. So whenever it comes to like when we were writing Marijuana, we're like, hey, we should have it like maybe
collectively we know enough
Spanish
words to write.
Yeah, we're just like, we just wrote the song. Yeah.
Honestly, did you guys have to Google any of the lyrics? Don't lie.
No.
Nope. Yeah. Did you fact check after it? Did you fact check afterwards? Like, fuck.
I did ask my dad once for a couple of lyrics.
Okay.
Because he's fluent, but it's just not.
So it's tight. It's good.
Yeah, it's chingon.
No one's come up to us and been like, hey, I don't think that word means what you're trying to say. Everyone's been like, oh, dude, I love that part about when you're saying women are sweet and shit. So I'm like, oh, okay. But it's funny because when we went out on tour, we say, you come from Albuquerque, you say shit like, oh man, I love Edgar, what the, you know what I mean? That's Speed Man, we say that shit, Speed Man. Other people are like, I don't know what that means. So like, it was funny, I noticed a lot of the bands, or a lot of the people, fans and stuff, would be like, oh man, we'd ask them, hey, is there anywhere good to eat around here? And every single time, they'd be like, there's a really good Mexican place. We'd be like, we eat other shit. I'll eat Chinese, man. They don't eat Chinese around here.
In their defense, though, like every time we got to a venue, there was a taco truck around, and me and this guy were like, taco truck.
Yeah. So there was taco truck.
So like,
Yeah, that's
funny.
cool.
Taco trucks, man. That's good food, bro.
Yeah.
Straight protein. Get your corn in there, bro. You get all your food groups.
A lot of my family, like I said, they don't speak any Spanish or any English, so I felt like, hey man, I know a lot of people who they don't speak any English. A lot of people I love dearly, so I want to write something that maybe they can jam with.
Bro, before I came here, I went to the carniceria down the street from my house, and none of them spoke any English, and we made out like bandits, dog. I had like the right amount of meat. She like hand heated some corn tortillas and put them together. I was like, gracias, gracias. You know, like the lady at the front was telling me all the numbers just to pay her in Spanish. I was like, I don't know, just here's a card. You know? She's like, cheap, is it got that cheap? Put it in the bottom. You know, I'm like, cool, yeah. Yeah, you know, I put it. It was good shit though.
I thought it was kind of reminiscent too of Bradley from Sublime because he throws down some Spanish in some of his songs. Yeah. So that was cool that you kind of touched back on that. Because, reggae is a style, but, when you put some Spanish into reggae, it fucking fits.
Yeah, it does.
It fucking fits beautiful.
Like, just for, like, Long Beach, there's a lot of, heavy Mexican, influence there. So I'm sure it's the same thing. It was probably the same thing with Bradley. A lot of people around him spoke Spanish. Maybe some of his friends, and he kind of understood enough to throw down some Spanish lyrics.
Totally.
Same thing with us. I know, like, a lot of my family was like, I love your music, but I don't understand nothing what you're saying.
Right.
So we wrote Marijuana, and everyone was like,
all right,
I heard what you're saying.
I got it now.
I heard that. Yeah, I heard that. That's one of the favorites. We always get asked to play that one.
Yeah, no, it was cool because I really liked that song, man. And it was cool because I kind of thought back to Bradley singing some Spanish, and I was like, that's like a different reggae genre, like Spanish reggae. I don't know if it's like, I don't know. It's kind of funny. It's like reggae.
Spanish reggae.
High desert reggae.
There you go. Yeah, that's what we call it. You have a song named that, right?
That's cool.
Yeah, right. Well, that's beautiful, man. I really like that. It's cool. It's like a little 505 represent. And you guys gonna have your own genre too, man. It's
Straight up, bro.
Mexican reggae. Fuck it, throw it down.
Hey,
We interviewed a bluegrass band called Silver String Band. That's one of our.
those are good friends. Those guys are awesome.
Okay, cool. So their podcast is coming out this Friday with us.
Cool.
So that was a cool one, bro. We did that one at Expo New Mexico at a brew fest.
Oh,
so,
nice.
But those guys, man, fucking. I'll tell you what was interesting is how much influence they had around them and how many people they knew in bluegrass. So it's interesting to see you guys because now I'm hearing about a lot of local bands. I don't even know about local bands, but I didn't even know that there was such a scene. You know what I mean?
Dude.
I think that's legit, But it's really cool to see the progression between, how you guys have come up with your own. We called theirs, or they called their genre brewgrass instead of bluegrass because they were playing so many bars and so many breweries and shit like that. Because that's another part of New Mexico is these breweries. We want to do a podcast with a few of these local breweries that are pretty, because it's just like the I don't know. I guess the bud industry is kind of up and coming in New Mexico, and it's going to be legal soon. So that you guys are going to be.
It's always been here. It's just in the spotlight.
Right. It's not taxed yet, though, right? That's the issue. But it's you guys are going to be kind of ahead of that curve. You know what I mean? Like think about Colorado. Like that's the place to go for a lot of reggae bands, just because everybody indulges. It's the music, it's the style. But you guys will have your own. What did you call it? Spanish reggae?
High desert reggae.
High desert reggae?
Yeah.
High desert reggae, my bad.
I noticed you guys are not short, but I don't see, unless one of you guys play the wind instruments, trumpet, the sax. Do one of you guys play that? Or do you guys have guests?
We've had a couple sax players, but they always seem to just not work out.
Yeah.
For a while we had you just had a few, it's hard with saxophone sometimes or with horns. Sometimes I think like we felt ourselves just in some ways putting it in there because we had one.
Sure.
In a lot of ways. So we liked it at first. Then we had our first sax player and it was awesome. It was great. And then our second sax player was even better and it was great. We wrote some great tunes. They sounded really badass. Put a really good stage vibe with us too. But we found that like when you simplify your band to the people that you're working with best, it's not necessarily about what you want in there. Instrument wise, it's more about what you're getting done productively with those people on your off time. Like
the people that are actually trying to work to make the music.
A lot of times with that old sax player, we had a lot of like maybe confrontational times where he was just kind of like sitting there like, should I throw something here or there? And it was just the vibe was a little bit off.
You would just roll with it and jam with you guys.
Yeah, it's kind of it's just a different type of vibe. So now whenever we simplified it, we were kind of like we were jamming without a saxophone because we had to keep going. We had shows and shit. So the new songs that we were writing were sounding pretty all right without it.
Yeah.
So we really haven't
just ran with it.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
We haven't even said no. We don't want horns. We just haven't really
just hasn't come about.
Yeah,
we haven't
we don't really
been
feel
looking,
like we
looking
need
for
one.
it.
And we have a couple friends in like different bands that are like willing to just like record horns for us if we ever have like a song that we want to have horns on.
That's cool.
And sometimes whenever we're jamming with our homies who play horns,
Right.
we'll always be like, hey, dude, come up on this song and, get down. And we love the horn vibe, of course, but sometimes it's nice to just have a few people who are like, the ones who are just in it.
Right.
Getting
Right.
down,
Well, then if you guys just work too, like you said, like the conflict sucks, bro. There can be times. I mean, I don't know much about having a band as long as you guys have, but we had it for even a short amount of time, bro. And there'll be times when people are fucking slamming doors and shit, dog.
Yeah,
Fuck
it
this.
gets heated sometimes, It's
not productive. It's not productive, and that's the thing that it boils down to after so many times of that. It's like, fuck it, man. We'll switch out the guys.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. So as a unit, how long have you guys been rolling like this? Like with you guys, this has been
6 months, 7 months. Because we went on tour, so we had our drummer Chris Cruz, who was drumming for a long time, and he got real bad tennis arm. He was jamming in a lot of bands. He was playing a lot of shows.
Damn.
He ended up getting really bad tennis arm. He couldn't play. So our good friend Kevin here, he plays for a couple other bands. Vibe Strong, Marta Vibes. So the guy he's just a homie who's down, and he learned all our songs, came with us on tour, and he's just stuck now. He's our drummer, and it's been great.
he's just stuck now, bro.
Yeah, can't leave.
Now he's one of us.
You signed the dotted line.
Still gonna jam with these dudes. They're fucking rad.
Okay, so Chris, right? The drummer, right? Do I have this? Okay.
This is
Kevin,
Chris isn't
sorry.
present with us, actually.
Chris is the drummer that is
He has
not
a
in the
show
band.
with
You're
another
replacing
band.
Kevin. I'm
Currently.
sorry. I got backed up. So, okay. Kevin, then
Chris
you guys
is
introduce
doing,
yourself.
like percussion for us, like hand percussion more now. Like
Okay.
He's
Is that
actually
less
another
tennis
show, right?
elbow
he's just like,
intensive?
he's playing with another band.
Yeah.
Is it really? To be able to play bongos over drumming. That's
I mean, yeah, I guess it's,
Yeah, it's
all that.
It's a lot.
Okay.
All right here.
Sure.
I wonder if a lot of metal bands, they do that tapping.
Totally, dude. Or whatever. It's crazy. So he's playing another band with our friend Crystal, and they have a band called Perch.
He keeps it. It's not like this. It's more simple. That's why he does that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bongos, bro.
Yeah, good stuff.
I'm sorry, I cut you guys off. So we were introducing everybody. So Kevin, the drummer.
My name's Petey and I play keys.
Miles, vocals and guitar.
I'm Donovan, and I just play rhythm guitar.
And my name is Tony Man, and I slap at the bass. Man.
Just trying to put at least a name to the voices. Got enough of you guys in here.
Slap at the bass.
And the drummer?
Kevin.
I kind of introduced you, bro. My bad.
Collectively, we've been jamming. So this guy was on tour with us. He came on tour, and now we've been jamming like this for about 6 months.
So 6 months, and then when do you have your album coming out from now?
So we have we're like halfway there. We got 6 track down. We mastered one, released it as a single.
That's the one that's on Google Music, iTunes.
Yeah, that's what you can find. It's called These Vibes. It features our friend Gary Dredd. He's the drummer for The Movement.
Okay,
He's
cool.
one of our really good friends and great
out The
band,
Movement.
huge influence.
Check out
It's
The
great.
Movement.
Yeah, they just got out the tour with Slightly Stupid.
Okay.
So yeah, but then we're about halfway there tracking wise. We're cutting studios. The studio we're recording out now. Guy who runs, he's having a little bit of issues. He's going to be leaving the state for a little while, so we're going to be probably going back to Central Root Studios to finish tracking our stuff.
That's
And,
here. That's here in Albuquerque.
Yeah, it's here in Albuquerque.
That's
Both
cool.
those studios are here in Albuquerque, and we get our mixing and mastering done from our friend in California. His name is Mike C. He did a lot of stuff back in the 80s and stuff. He's good friends with our friend Crystal Lynn, who's on our song Smoke and Mirrors that we have our music video to. She features on that song.
Yeah.
She's our good friend, and they're good friends. We got connected through her. And he does all our mixing and mastering great. He's really great at it.
yeah, he's
These vibes came out amazing. The quality is just exactly what we want.
So you think another 6 months, maybe? We'll see.
Probably, we're hoping, we're shooting for maybe 3 or 4 months.
Damn.
Because we got everything we need. We just need to now that we're switching studios, get everything in line with our schedule as far as recording, and then as once that's set in the way, we're just we're gone.
Start hammering.
Because we're planning a tour this summer, so we'd like to have our album done so that we can have an album to promote in other states.
So you guys are definitely, that's nailed in stone as touring again?
We are pretty nailed in stone. Our good friends
Damn.
from Viva, who are also a band here from Albuquerque, New Mexico, great band. We're hugely influenced by them. We're going to set up a tour with them this summer. Not official yet, but we're going to try and hit the Southwest for sure in California. So Texas here, Arizona, Colorado, and California is what we're shooting for.
Hell yeah. That's cool, bro. So if somebody wanted to find those dates, they would find you guys Facebook.
They could, you can look us up on Facebook, the Riddims Music on Instagram. We have a Twitter.
If you just go to the Riddims.com,
Yeah.
it'll.
So you have a website. Okay, sweet. The Riddims.com.
Riddims.com.
Spelled TheRiddims.
Just like that.
.com.
Just
like that.
.com.
Got it.
And it'll have links to all of our social media and like what we're up to.
Hell yeah. And we'll I mean, we're going to talk Riddims for weeks, bro.
We'll make
Once
sure
it comes
to get
up, it'll be all over our shit too. Yeah.
Get you guys squared away.
Yeah, you guys are our first reggae podcast. So we, hopefully, if you guys like this, we do more with more people.
Right. If
and
you guys want to launch your CD, man, we can do this right before, and we'll
That'd
help
be
you
great.
push it out.
we'll let
be
as
awesome,
many people as we can help hook in, bro. That's kind of what we do.
For all the help we can get, man.
So I got a question for the drummer because I'm a drummer too. So is this your basic set? Is this your practice set? Or is this how you roll all the time?
This is pretty much
This is it.
all the time.
Where's your cowbell?
For Chris.
That's for That's funny. And the reason I'm asking is because I haven't really had a pretty nice set. I've always had the hand-me-downs or the flea market or the pawn shop set. So I've always been interested in people. It seems the people who have the least amount of drums are I wouldn't say more talented, but they're a little bit more pliable. They can really get into a song and do something different with the song, and they have a little bit. It seems like they have less options, but they really have more because they got to figure out what to do.
Yeah.
So do you find yourself?
It's like then I don't find myself doing too much. I think
Right.
Like lists like this. Plus, like how many gigs we play, and how much times I have to move this set.
Carry that shit. Yeah.
Anybody who's a working like fucking musician has the least amount of shit possible. So,
Especially for drummers who has to carry the most
especially
shit.
drummers. Man.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, unless you got someone setting it up for you, dude.
Right.
That. Like one day, that
Sure.
would be cool, but shit.
No, I just thought, like I said, it just seems to me like,
Yeah.
the people with the least amount of drums, I hate to say more talented, but just they know how to move around the song.
Got that groove.
They got a groove, right? They got a way to go around the song.
Working on that tennis elbow, dog. Do you ever have that issue? Is that like a?
Once in a while, like my forearms will get sore and shit.
Do you have to like do something to get around that? How do you
stretch?
Okay.
It's like before and after.
That's good.
Lots of beer, fluids, the doctor said. Fluids,
Vitamins THC.
CBD, mixing the
I use a topical
medicines.
salve actually, like with the THC and CBD 50/50, and I
Hey,
rub that
alright.
in my wrists, and that's
So what does that do for you? Like you're able to play a show
it
in place of just being in pain?
relief, especially like when I come home, rub it in my back. I put it all over the place. Right after a shower, your pores are all nice and open, man.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's like not euphoric at all. It's just relaxing.
Sure. Well, it's processed differently that way, I'd imagine,
and it
right?
never really hits your bloodstream, so.
Sure. Okay.
That's good stuff.
Right.
That's perfect. How long have you been growing your hair for?
6 years.
Yeah.
February, yeah. So almost coming up on 6 years. Yeah.
Damn, dude, that's a long
Nice.
time. Is it a pain in the ass? Take care of it? No, it just kind of does whatever.
Actually, just washed my hair today.
Fresh and squeaky clean.
I feel like one member of every reggae band has to have a dread. I think that's a requirement. I don't know.
Even if it's just one dread.
He's the one that makes us look like a
I know, dude. Such a faded up guy.
Before you had it, just a bunch of dudes.
All clean
Long hair
cut.
going on, yeah.
Yeah. That's
Chris
funny.
Pettis.
But you could convert pretty easily, bro. Just start rolling them up.
Yeah, the only reason I actually grew it out was to dread it. So
Really?
Where's it at, man?
I'm just
You have a Jedi right
almost
here. He
there.
can teach you the way.
So
It like shrinks, like when it's like this
my
long,
shit's
it's ready
too
to shrink.
dread, so.
Huh.
Yeah, he'll lose half the
Check
length.
out this. I'm gonna draw this out and dread.
He's gonna have the Krusty the Clown dreads.
You kind of look like Bruce Willis, bro. I won't lie to you.
That's that,
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Dude, we're covering all ends, man. We're from bald to dread in this band.
There you go.
That kind of makes
We got
sense.
from bald.
Yeah.
fade,
Curly,
on
right?
the side.
Face.
Look at the spectrum literally.
Bro.
We're sitting. That's funny.
So we're I guess if we're in the studio here, we're in PD's studio, then we could talk about what you guys play. So this is a Gretsch drum set. Is this anything in particular? Can you like talk to the brand?
Catalina Club set.
Catalina wine mixers? Is that
The 18X, like I said, is like, it's small, man, but if you fucking just mic it up in
noisy?
any place you go, it sounds great.
It's all
It's a
wood.
great sounding set. I don't know.
Kevin makes
I
that.
got it for $420, so that was a sign.
No.
That's good prices.
You know the guy that wrote the number on there is like, yeah.
Discounted, so and it came out to that.
That's awesome.
That's what's up.
That's perfect.
That means that's
This is like first brand new drum set I've ever had, or musical instrument, really. I think.
Is that the only thing? Is that the only thing you play?
Not new musical instrument, but yeah.
Is that the only thing you play? Is the drums?
I play guitar too,
Okay.
a little bit.
Did you ever sub that in here?
No.
Not yet.
We have talked about
badass
though.
axe, man. He plays in Vibe Strong.
because this guy's a
man.
drummer too. This guy's a badass drummer.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
nice.
nice.
This guy, our key player and our drummer, or our bass player, they both play for Bootcase. So he plays bass, but PD, our key player, plays drums, and then Kevin plays drums for Mondo and also plays guitar for Vibe Strong.
Damn.
So we're pretty versed, yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
So you guys come bringing the heat. You guys
Well,
sound
we're ready,
very,
man.
you guys sound very comfortable on stage. So that makes sense that you guys have all
Yeah,
done other
yeah.
shit because
Does that help?
y'all are
the
at
writing
work and
process?
shit when you're on stage.
Yeah, it does sometimes.
Yeah, you can tell I look comfortable.
You can just tell. If I'm telling this guy I'm doing like an A minor to like G kind of deal, he can kind of get by because he already knows what the chords are on guitar as a
Right.
drummer.
Right.
You know, so he's like, oh shit, I know that, and he can kind of get a vibe going.
Right.
So what do you
This guy plays guitar too? a little
what do you roll with on your rig? This is you, right?
I got a Roland Juno D on the bottom. That's usually where I use my organs. And then I got a Yamaha on the top, and I just throw regular, just a grand piano.
That's cool.
You classically trained, or you played in band, or anything like that?
Actually, this fucker actually hit me up. I just had
This guy taught him
so
how to
I
play
was playing drums with Bootcase for about a year, and year and a half maybe. And this dude, I had a keyboard in my room just because I had like beats on my computer just to like make beats and shit.
Sure.
And I said, you should play keys. I'll teach you whatever you want. So I just started going over these dudes. They were living in an apartment on Montgomery.
On the west side.
On the west side. And so I just go over there every morning. And we just,
Every morning.
Every morning. Like,
Honestly, I don't get that. I shouldn't get that much credit. I really didn't know too much. I just knew like a couple chords on the piano. I knew enough to be like, hey
He
man, this
fucking
is a
went and
bubble.
bought a chord
And
chart
this
and
fucking
learned
guy,
them
yeah,
all.
fucking Petey. I taught him like a couple notes, and then 2 weeks later, he was fucking had a book and charts and shit. And was
That's
fucking
cool.
Getting down. So
How
he just
did
picked
you
it up
train
and
for that though? Like, what was how did you figure out how to do it? It just hooked in?
yeah, I just like,
It's in his blood. My mom's a
my
keyboard.
mom actually, good thanks to my mom. She's a badass piano player.
Nice.
Also, my dad, he's a fucking sick ass
Sick
drummer. He's
drummer.
played with many people. Yeah.
Exit.
He's in the Hall of Fame actually in New Mexico.
Oh, wow.
Drums.
Yeah.
And my grandfather, both of my grandfathers actually, my grandfather on my mom's side plays every instrument you could think of, and my grandfather on my dad's side also did the same thing. So
So it's in your blood,
it's in my blood.
all the way around.
That's cool. Be like, Pops, and you know how to do this beat. That's cool.
I've been watching him for 29 years now. So.
Yeah, that's how this guy is, bro. His dad is the only one that ever got me anywhere near a drum set.
Yeah.
Do the whole 1, 2, 3, you know, like I was like, oh my god, you know what I mean? But this guy knows how to drum a little bit too
Yeah,
from
my
his
pops
pops.
would throw on some Steve Ray Vaughan or some Eric Clapton.
Oh, yeah.
Do some
He would
shit.
just like, hey, just play along and just follow along and see what happens. And
Then I get, hey, white boy, let's see if you can do this, you know?
this guy plays more neck than drums. He's sitting here doing
Hey.
25%
That's cool, bro. Right there, dog.
It's kind of important though. I guess if he helps, if he's on point and if he's on rhythm, fuck it.
You move however the fuck you want,
It
bro.
works.
I was looking like that.
Yeah.
All right, dog. So what's your rig look like? What do you roll on?
You know, man, I have a very simple
Sitting on
setup right now. I had a really nice setup for a long time, and I got into a car wreck about like 2.5 years ago. I fell asleep at the wheel, totaled my car, busted all my equipment to shit. So right now I'm just rolling on the amp. That's my first amp I ever got, actually. It's an old school Spiders 2. Fucking.
That was
like, oh dude, it's
That's
a
half the reason
112.
why Spider's nickname is Spider, bro. Is he had a Spider 6,
It's a
bro.
Line 6 Spider 2, like it's
Yeah,
like 03, I think, something like that. And then I'm playing
That's
just
my current
it's
roost
like a
right
Fender
now.
Squire Telecaster's what I got. I have the Crybaby from Hell, the Dime wah pedal I really like, and then I have
Even
this
has the
guy's
box.
old
That's an epic,
yeah,
bro.
dude, I keep that thing clean. And then this guy's old Boss delay pedal, and then I do an MXR overdrive. It's pretty simple setup.
Where do you guys go for gear quite a bit?
I
You
go
guys
to
do-
Music Go Around. I've been going there since I was
love
a kid.
Music Go Around, dude.
I know them really, really well. Some are good friends.
They're the
like
fairest
family.
price motherfuckers in town.
Quality too, man.
Yeah.
They'll make your shit sound really good. I go there.
That's cool. We were actually trying to go there before we came over here, but then we hit good old Burke traffic, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, this app
A lot of
Waze.
them nowadays.
Waze. You guys
Waze.
ever seen that app? Waze?
Yeah, Waze is I use Waze.
Damn.
Waze is dope. It tells you where there's cops and everything.
That's what I said. No, watch out.
Yeah, it's like there's
Hold on, wait, this guy.
It'll tell you, like there's some popo 500 feet up the road.
That's cool.
Hide your stash under your seat.
I started a revolution, bro. All right, Doc. So talk to me about your rig. What do you roll with?
So we're sitting on mine. I got a Spider, Line 6 Spider. It's like a Spider 4, I think.
Yeah.
And my guitar's a Gibson Les Paul. And I also got a Crybaby wah as well. And I use a Boss Space Echo delay pedal.
Do you play anything else? Like, is that typically your main rig all the time?
Yeah, pretty much.
You don't back down. I like that, bro. It's a man of focus right
I
there.
got my setup.
Once you have them tuned in and you find the sound you want to make, that's it.
Yeah, it's like I like my
If it ain't
sound.
broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
I hate backlining when anyone wants to backline. I'm like, no, she's my amp.
Dog, all I can do is scream, bro. I don't have very many vocal skills. I don't
Me
even-
neither.
I can kind of play some drums, sorta, when I'm drunk, but usually I can scream.
Hey,
That's about the extent.
Bro, don't let me get on your set.
What's the problem? What do you gotta hate on me for? Yeah, I don't. Shut up, bro.
I had to buy like 6 new heads because of your ass one time.
Get the fuck out of here! It was a shitty drum set, is what it was. That was a pawn shop drum
I told you, it's
set.
pawn shop special.
Damn.
Down at the pawn shop.
Tony, man, talk to me, bro. So what's the rig?
I got a
The slap of the bass, a
I
rig.
got a 5-string Warwick Corvette double buck.
Say it one more time. I'm gonna get you a little bit more captured. Say it. You sound hot, bro. Say it again
I know
with that sultry voice.
It's a 5-string Warwick double buck Corvette. It's
Goddamn.
Double
yeah,
buck
dude.
Corvette.
It's fucking got 2 mean ass pickups on it.
20-inch rims on.
5-string. And
So I was gonna say, dog.
I've had that thing for like almost fucking 8 years now.
That's
and
cool.
Dude, I want another bass, but I don't need it.
So if you guys had one brand that you would want, what would be like the brand? Like, hey,
Warwick and SWR.
yeah. What's
I like Gibsons and like what was that last one that I had was my other blue guitar? I forget.
Oh, that was
SP.
it was an LCR.
Yeah, LTD.
LTD?
I really like that. Was too.
Okay, Gibson.
Yeah, I have a Gibson and then the LTD's like.
Oh, LTD's a brand. I've
It's
never.
like a ESP.
ESP.
I said I
ESP,
I know
LTD.
nothing. I'm sorry. Teach me the way, Jedi. And what would be your?
I like Fender guitars. Fender guitars, single coil pickup, kind of bluesy sound, and then I like Fender amps, but mostly I like the Line 6 amps. They're simple.
Yeah.
And they're kind of
Workhorses.
yeah, they really are, man. I mean, I've been playing the shit out of my little amp for a long time, and it's been great. I've never had to get it worked on, so Line 6 is where I go to for amps.
Yeah, that's cool. So that'd be the way to get and be like sponsored with that.
Hell yeah, oh, dude, I'd come in my pants.
So what do you guys like? So okay, so and you with keyboards, would you try to go for like a badass one? How do you measure a keyboard, bro?
I'm trying to get the C1 North,
Okay.
which is a double stack. It's already got 2 stacks on it, and then it's just completely organ.
So you can play both of these things at the same time, dog? Are you talented like that?
I try to be. I've learned a lot actually through playing with these guys. So
Sure.
everything I've learned is actually playing with these guys. So
That's cool as fuck.
we're in a rubber.
And what's up, man? Gretch is where it's at.
Gretsch, yeah, man.
What's up?
Sabian cymbals seem to work out pretty good. Evans heads.
Is that kind of like? Is there like a hotter version of this rolling around? I mean, drum sets are kind of.
Aquarian kick head for sure. Always. And yeah.
How do bands go about doing that shit? Like, hey, put me in the fucking.
You know,
They have to hit you up, right?
Yeah, actually.
Something to seek out, bro.
Well,
Well,
they see you playing their gear.
if you're listening right now,
then they'll
any of
probably
those
want
people,
you to
please hit up the
Yeah,
Riddims,
if you're
the
listening, we're down
Riddims.com.
as fuck.
They're touring. Put your shit out
we'll
there.
Yeah, they make good shit, man. Let's just stick with them. DW obviously is like these badass. These are just good, dude. Honestly, they have kids that. I mean, whatever.
You think Wood's way to go?
Yeah.
Wood's always way to go.
I think it sounds good, dude. Just like
Sounds more
so
natural.
warm,
Yeah.
deep, and I like a heavy like kick drum in your stomach type thing.
Oh yeah, I feel you.
This little guy does it too. Like mic'd up. Sounds
Fuck yeah.
Right?
Got balls.
It's got some cajon.
Some cajon.
Here's some more fucking 505 for you. Speaking of 505, that Boot Get Smile song, I showed that to my old lady, bro, and she really dug it.
Fucking internet. You know, for everyone out there who hears this too, we're not done away with that song. We're just trying to make it better is all.
There you
We're gonna
go.
play it again. We get asked to play it a lot. We haven't played it in a long time.
Yeah.
But that's a big crowd favorite, and we haven't been neglecting you guys. We just want to make it sound better now.
So the 6 songs you guys haven't coming out are none of the songs you already have.
Nope.
All new shit.
All brand new.
That's legit.
All brand new. So we're shooting for 12 to 14 songs on the album.
And
All brand
there's
new.
a reason behind that. You guys just wanted to start fresh and do something
Absolutely. We already have the EP, man. We're trying to go, progress and move forward and evolve and grow. So we're ready to do a full-length album. We got some good sounds. We got a solid band. So
You guys are doing this from 6 months ago to maybe 6 months in the future, so in a year, bro. Imagine where you guys will be in 5 years, bro. You guys better not fucking quit the pursuit of greatness,
Oh
bro.
man, we just
this
put
is
in our
this is what we're
application for
trying
Cali
to.
Roots.
There you go.
We've got a California tour coming up with Reviva. We're hitting the road again. We're doing some stuff in Colorado. We have a pretty good following out there in El Paso already. In Arizona. So we're hitting. We're trying to grow and grow.
TheRiddims.com, right? That's where they can find you?
TheRiddims.com.
Okay, and then when you guys release the album, how is that just straight to the website as well?
We'll be announcing. We'll make promo videos. We're gonna release another single probably with our friend Joel from 77 Jefferson.
Okay.
So we got some big stuff coming, but we're gonna definitely be promoting. We'll be promoting the album art. You know what I mean? Like when about a few months before we're ready to release it, we'll be doing a lot of promotion. So everyone will definitely be hearing about it.
Well, let us
yeah,
know,
bro.
man, if we can help you guys out.
Absolutely.
Throw down
We'll street team for you, bro.
Hell yeah, we'd love that.
We could even do one on site, bro. That's one of those
That'd be
ones that
dope.
we're seeking,
Yeah,
bro.
That'd be great. Hell
Yeah, dude. Try to get some backstage shit going on. Maybe get a couple bands in there.
Fucking A, that'd be great.
Well, so what are you guys gonna play today? What's the plan? What was
Today we're just we're kind of brushing up on what we already have, and we have a show with Natalie Rise and Hyrie on Friday at the Launchpad.
Okay.
And then the next night we're hitting it with our boys Reviva at the awesome, crazy Meow Wolf place in Santa Fe.
Yeah.
We're excited to play that. So we're just gonna brush up on what we got and just kind of jam some new ones that we've been kind of just messing around with and just getting in the groove of things for this upcoming weekend.
That's legit as fuck, bro. Cool. Well, I'm glad you guys had us here to come do the podcast, man. I'm glad you guys are letting us in the door to
Anytime, man. You guys are welcome.
Pete's house. You got a beautiful house, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It smells super good.
Yeah, this fucking Fruit Loop melty stuff, bro. Oh my god. I was like, what is that, Right on, guys.